at the end of chunk 2, I do want you to have a gist. And I'm gonna write the word stop right there, because I don't want you to go into chunk 3, okay? A lot of students, you just keep going, you go on forever. We're only gonna handle chunk 2 right now. So, here's the process, okay? We're not gonna do a prediction for this chunk. You're gonna read it in an A-B read. Pencils down, so everyone put pencils down like this. All right. Get to the stop sign, write the gist out. Then go back with your partner and do the annotations. What are you gonna be looking for? I wanna give you the task right here. Make sure you get a gist, go back, look for MVP line, circle important words, unknown words, and then write a one-line summary. Point to who's going to read first for this one?
Okay.
Partner A is reading. All right. Go ahead and read chunk 2. Let's go.
In 1979, Martha Maxwell, an influential literacy scholar, wrote, "Every generation at some point discovers that students cannot read as well as they would like or as well as professors expect." Thames, who studies the history of the novel, acknowledged the longevity of the complaint. "Part of me is always tempted to be very skeptical about the idea that this is something new," he said.
And yet, I think there is a phenomenon that we're noticing that I'm also hesitant to ignore. 20 years ago, Thames's classes had no problem engaging in sophisticated discussion of Pride and Prejudice 1 week and Crime and Punishment next. Now the students tell him upfront that the reading load feels impossible. It's not just the forensic pace. They struggle to attend the small details while keeping track of the overall plot.
No comprehensive data exists on this trend, but the majority of the 33 professors I spoke with relied similar experiences. Many have discussed at the change of faculty meetings and in conversations with fellow instructors. Anthony Grafton, a Princeton historian, said his students arrive on campus with a narrower vocabulary and less understanding of language than they used to have. There are always students who read insightfully and less understanding and easily and write beautifully, he said. But there are now more expectations. Jack Chen, a Chinese literature professor at the University of Virginia, finds his students shutting down when confronted with ideas they don't understand. They're less able to persist through a challenging text than they used to be. Daniel Shore, the chair of Georgetown's English department, told me that his students have trouble staying focused on even a sonnet.
Failing to complete a 14-line poem without succumbing to distractions suggests one familiar explanation for the decline in reading aptitude: smartphones. Teenagers are consistently tempted by their devices, which inhibits their preparation for the rigors of college coursework. Then they get to college and the distractions keep flowing. It's changed expectations about what's worthy of attention. Daniel Willingham, a psychologist at UVA, told me, "Being bored has become unnatural. Reading books, even for pleasure, can't compete with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube." In 1976, about 40% of high school seniors said they read at least 6 books for fun in the previous year, compared with 11.5% who haven't read any. By 2020, those percentages have flipped. This case is folded. Yeah.
Is there any words that like
Words? Yeah. Was longevity.
oh yeah, longevity.